Well, the sport of basketball has several faces that become household names during the month of March. Of course, during March Madness. One of them, of course, Sister Jean. Loyola-Chicago, of course, men's basketball super fan, chaplain there for the men's basketball team. And back several years ago when this team had a magical run to the Final Four. It was her smiling face there on the sideline and on the court throughout the Final Four that just captured the hearts of everybody throughout the entire country, and it is certainly a face of March Madness. She passed away at 106 years old. That was announced yesterday, and man, certainly has made her mark on the sport of college basketball. One of the known faces, never actually making a shot during the tournament, but certainly one of those faces in basketball that will stick with fans of the sport of basketball, the Final Four, the tournament, March Madness, everything that comes with that. That was certainly a special time. Patrick Walsh joining me this afternoon. Of course, Gerhard Mathangani out on assignment this afternoon. Patrick, man, you think back to that time. I know that you were young, but of course you're a big basketball fan your entire life, and so everyone kind of remembers that face, her iconic scarf that she wore there for Loyola, and man, what a special time.
The kids nowadays use the term aura. There was a special aura around not only her but that basketball team, and Tennessee fans don't really have a great memory. They got eliminated by Loyola.
Gosh, I forgot who they even played. That's how important she was. How irrelevant they were.
I mean, just looking back at it, that entire run, and we'll get into it here in a minute. The shot against Miami that got them into the round of 32.
Yep.
And then I believe the shot against Tennessee. They knock off Nevada.
Yep.
They knock off Kansas State, and it just felt like she was everything good about sports.
Yep.
Just the feel-good story around the whole team and everything like that. She exemplifies what sports actually mean.
You're absolutely right. I mean, when you have someone who is almost like bigger than the sport, right? So we have athletes who go and they're beyond what it is that they're doing. That's what she exemplified. You're right. I mean, she really represented that fan base. She became a household name. And then social media, of course, at this point was already taking off. But if you can imagine what social media would be like today, I mean, if they were to make that run to the Final Four right now, I mean, she's already so iconic. It just takes a whole nother level. And that smile, man, that smile actually captured the hearts of everybody throughout college basketball. She was a good luck charm. And then, of course, they went to the tournament and did well a few years after that. And so, once again, when she made her return there to the sideline, Patrick, I know we have more on all of this. Pull up some of the elements just as you were doing some research and looking back at the 106-year-old who, passed away. But, man, what a life just lived. I mean, 106 years old. That's
insane.
It's hard to even wrap your mind around that.
So, obviously, the 2018 Loyola-Chicago Final Four run that we just talked about. But, I was doing some more research.
I love this.
She witnessed Babe Ruth's last home run, number 714. And then, obviously, Hank Aaron, 40 or so years later, broke that record. But that last one really stands out to me.
Yep.
She has witnessed the entirety of the NFL and the NBA history. Not quite the NHL. I believe the NHL came into existence a year before she was born. And then MLB is the oldest professional league, I believe, in the Big Four. So when I did that research and I saw the entirety of the NFL and the NBA, it just puts everything in perspective.
I mean, over a century. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. And I think I got the push alert late last night from ESPN, and I just thought to myself for a minute, like, how many 106-year-old women are having a push alert from ESPN, regarding their death because they are so well known and iconic in sports. Probably not many. And so Sister Jean, rest in peace. Obviously someone who transcended the sport, just became a total face of the game of March Madness, and it's certainly someone who captured a lot of the hearts too.
Yeah, and I think my favorite part about the whole story of Sister Jean is just the men's basketball team brought her in as one.
They did.
I mean,
they
could have easily just been like, oh, here's Sister Jean, just kind of brush her off to the side. But no, she was literally in the huddle with the team praying before every game. I mean, they just accepted her as one. Obviously, you kind of have to when you're when she's the men's basketball chaplain. But,
sure.
I mean, they could have very easily just brushed her off.
Absolutely. It was a family. You could tell. They embraced her. She mattered to them. I think I remember. I want to make sure I'm not just recalling this inaccurately, but I think there was someone who didn't properly give her a high five. Did you see this?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I don't know if it was someone on the Loyola team or if it was someone on a different team or what. I can't remember exactly the context of it, but I remember what bigger than what actually took place was the kind of the outrage that happened because of it. It was like people were really, really like thinking that was disrespectful. That hey, and I think it was a total accident. I don't think it was anything serious, but it just goes to show that like. People, she matters. I mean, she's someone who even back in several years ago, when this tournament was going on, was a big deal, and even today, because there were people fighting for her just a couple years ago when she was there on the sideline, and someone brushed over a high five. I'm sure accidentally, but that became a big thing. It becomes a big trend, and so Sister Jean, certainly someone who will be very, very, very well missed when it comes March Madness time for sure.
Yeah, and. We always love a good Cinderella story.
Yep.
And she was that Cinderella story around the 2018 trip to the Final Four, which ironically in our case, it was in San Antonio. We were just there.
That is where we were. Gosh.
We were just there this year.
I feel like you've had to live so much life with me since then. Like I met you and you were like so young and not even have graduated college yet, and now we've already like transformed your life into like working 15 hours a day.
I had to go back and
lucky you.
Yeah, gotta love it. Hey, love what you do.
You know what? Exactly. You don't have to work a day in your life. My dad always told me that.